And now it's time to go through the division, and then we're going to go ahead and rank the quarterbacks 1 through 4, 1 being the best, 4 being the worst. And then we're also going to do the same with the quarterbacks. So if you want to kick it off, who are your top 4 coaches, 1 through 4 in the division?
This has got to be pretty easy. I mean, Andy Reid, best coach in the NFL. Sean Payton deserves his respect. Brandon Staley and Josh McDaniels. Stop it. He drafted Tim Tebow as his first choice as a Bronco. And then with the Raiders, just, yeah, that's got to be it for me.
Yeah, I'm going to go Andy Reid, number 1. For obvious reasons, 2 Super Bowls. And then I feel like I could give some pushback with Sean Payton, but just because Andy Reid's been able to go and do it with Philadelphia, and then he went and did it with the Chiefs the same year, he got booted from Philadelphia. So I think definitely fair to put him over Payton. And then Payton, definitely a strong 2. I don't think Staley and Josh McDaniels can even stack up to him. We all know what Sean Payton is about. He is the guy in the room that has control. And then at number 3, I'm going to go with Josh McDaniels. And here's why. Josh McDaniels knows who he is as a coach. He knows he's one of the worst coaches, maybe in NFL history, that's gotten maybe 1 too many jobs than he should have gotten. And he knows that. And when you sign Josh McDaniels to be your head coach, you know you're getting the worst head coach. I would rather have that than Brandon Staley, who's just going to string me along, make some of the worst calls on 4th down to go for it. He kind of makes you good enough where you can make the playoffs, but then he just lets you down the biggest moment. With Josh McDaniels, I know I'm going to get let down. Brandon Staley gives you some hope he can be a good coach. So for that, I put him at 4 just because of expectations and him playing with fans' emotions. Josh McDaniels knows who he is, so I'm going to put him 3 just for that.
Brandon Staley is the perfect Chargers head coach, though.
Yeah, he's the perfect guy.
Perfect heartbreaker. And then for quarterbacks, I'll start the list off. Number 4, I have Patrick. No, I'm just kidding. Number 1, I have Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, I have to put Herbert. Definitely in the upper echelons of quarterbacks in the NFL. If we go with Jimmy Garoppolo still as the quarterback for the Raiders, I'll put Jimmy Garoppolo at 3. And Russell Wilson, dude, he was one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL last year.
Yeah.
Whether Sean Payton can fix him or not remains to be seen. But like, with how bad he played last year, I could not put him at 3. I could not put him above Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo, you can say what you want about him. He's injury prone. He's this, he's that. He wins games when he's playing. And when he does play, he plays at a higher level than what Russell Wilson played at last year. Easily.
That's fair. Yeah, and I feel like for top 4 for me, I'm going to go Mahomes number 1, Herbert at number 2. And then if Jimmy Garoppolo is healthy, I think it's definitely fair to put him 3. Because he's played really well. He's gotten you to the playoffs whenever he's been healthy for the majority of the season. So he deserves his respect at 3. And then just with how bad Russell Wilson was last year, I'm going to put Brian Hoyer at 4.
Wow. Putting Brian Hoyer at 4.
Yeah, either him or Jarrett Stidham. I haven't decided, but I'm going to put Hoyer and Stidham at number 4. And then Russell Wilson's going to be down there at 5.
Is he better than Ben DiNucci, though? Broncos backup.
I don't know. I think Ben DiNucci, that's some real smoke, because what Sean Payton did, and it's brilliant, was he brought in a fan favorite from the XFL. People who follow college football love Ben DiNucci. We have friends that love Ben DiNucci who are from Virginia. So you bring in this guy who Russell Wilson may be like, oh, Ben DiNucci, XFL quarterback, dude who can come in, work his ass off, dude who can be an icon backup quarterback and just come in there and light you up. And then all of a sudden, when Russell Wilson's playing as maybe the worst quarterback in the NFL like he did last year, and he had less touchdowns than Daniel Jones, it's like, I don't know, man. Ben DiNucci could put the pressure on Russell Wilson. I think it was a brilliant move from Sean Payton.
Yeah, no, I'd have to agree. And honestly, I hope I see a Ben DiNucci signing at some point this season.
Yeah. Could you see like Ben DiNucci on the Broncos, and then if so, him like Sean Payton just benching Russell Wilson just to like calm his ego down?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you get into a game like you had with the 49ers and the Broncos, where he can't get not only can he not get a first down, he can't get any downs. He just punt. Absolutely. I can see a situation like that. Sean Payton doesn't deal with any bullshit.
Yeah. And I think the thing is, you bring in Sean Payton because like Nathaniel Hackett's going to be like, oh my God, we're paying Russell Wilson so much money, I can't bench him. And then Sean Peyton will be like, my reputation is on the line. I can't play this guy if he's playing like fucking garbage. And I'm the head coach, so I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to put the best player in there to win games. So if Russell Wilson is playing like some garbage, I think Sean Payton's going to be quick to be like, all right, you're sitting out the fourth quarter because we're down 20 right now when we shouldn't be, or you can't move the ball in this defensive battle. Let me throw in an energy fuse to our team.